Alright, we're going to do a quick little how-to video. Just thought I'd show you how I, on the cheap, and I mean real cheap, like $2, put an additional amount of weight in each wheel to improve the crawling. So here we got a stock wheel on this SCX-10-2. As you can see, just plastic wheel, that BFG rubber, weighing in at 4.212 ounces. Now, front and rear are a little bit different because you have to clearance the knuckle here with the weights from behind. And what I've used is just some black stick-on automotive wheel balancing weights. You can get these at basically Big O or anywhere they balance tires. These big guys are ½ ounce, approximately. As you can see, they weigh in just under ½ ounce, but what you do is you look and see what kind of clearance you have and get yourself some weight going on. So this guy is my rear wheel. I was able to fit 4 ½ ounces and 4 1/4 ounces, bringing that wheel up to 6.858 ounces. So quite a large gain on the rear wheel. Front wheel, because of the clearance issue with the knuckle, you're able to get those up to 6.417. So you do that on all 4 wheels and you've got yourself a formidable crawling hack. And all you need is this instant setting epoxy adhesive, which I got at Harbor Freight. Super simple, super cheap. I think it was maybe $2 or $3, like I said. So those wheel weights stick in there, and then I set them with a little bit of that epoxy adhesive, basically just to ensure that as it's bouncing around on the rocks, they don't come off. And it is instant. I mean, you've got about, it says 90 seconds, but you probably got about 1.5 minutes before it starts to harden up. But that's how I made my crawler crawl really well without too much expense on custom aftermarket wheels or wheel weights that are made for these. So kind of cool. Just thought I'd share that tip with you. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want to. Love to see you out on the trail. So a little recap. While I was editing that first video, I realized I had scaled these out in troy ounces. So this stock wheel in ounces is 4.621 ounces, where in the original first little bit of this video I had it on troy ounces, which made it 4.212. So the actual corrections, the rear tires are actually gaining total in the rear 5.808 ounces between the 2 rear tires, and 4.84 ounces in the front tires. So that's a total of 10.648 ounces overall in weight in the 4 tires. That gives it the ability to get traction when it's climbing on the rocks. So if you bought one of these stock and were just trail riding, they'll do fine in flat ground, but once you start putting them at an angle, it needs some low unsprung weight like in the wheels. Another thing to point out, when you put weight on them, it adds a lot of stress on your steering servo, as well as, if I can get under here, as well as that little pitman arm right there, your servo steering arm. That's a metal one, so this one's been upgraded to handle the extra weight. Brother-in-law had the stock SCX-10-1, the honcho, and he had a stock servo and stock, I'm calling it a steering gear or a pinion, pitman arm, and he stripped it out as soon as we put weight in his tires, so he's since upgraded. But little warning for you, if you weight your tires, you will need to upgrade your steering servo to a higher torque spec, as well as a better metal pitman arm so it doesn't strip it out. So anyway, cheap fix. You do need to upgrade the steering servo though, or you'll have damage.